Hey, happy Memorial Day weekend. And just for those who like these little fun facts, Veterans Day is for the people who served that are still alive, and Memorial Day are those that have joined us in the realm of the ancestors. And this happy first day of Jupiter in Gemini, and I've got Aretha Franklin playing in the background doing Fool on the Hill, where she's probably playing the piano too, which was, oh God, I remember that song from Sergio Mendes and the Beatles. Oh, anyway, my point is this is the first full day of Jupiter in Gemini, and we're coming up on a Venus star point. Evening star lover, Gallipo. How can we all get along in Gemini on June the 4th? But this first day of Jupiter, old Jove, paying it forward and giving us holistic, integrated thinking, the corpus callosum, joining the hemispheres of the brain. Jupiter has a lot to do with our ability to overlook or to see the bigger picture, not necessarily deny, but to choose our battles and to recognize that much, many more, as one of my favorite sages used to say, much, many more. Now, with this being in Gemini, you can try to get these truths through the left hemisphere. No bueno, not good at all. It's important to know when the intellect is the intellect and when the intelligence is the intelligence. And intelligence comes from the right hemisphere and that heart gut, because that's what we're all moving toward. And so Tarot, Jupiter in Taurus moves from the Seven of Pentacles, and in the Mother Piece deck, you got that 8 month impregnated 8 month fairy. What are you going to do in 8 months except assess how you got there, right? What you're expecting and nesting. So we've spent these last couple months really assessing the seeds that we've planted. And now that it's in Gemini, it's important to watch the stories about prosperity. How do we tell? What do we tell ourselves? I know my melanated ass would not be sitting in front of you if I had listened to the individuals in my life growing up. I would have become the astrologer or I wouldn't have become the astrologer. I would have become the lawyer or the accountant. I would have done something very practical with, my STEM intelligence. But instead, I added the A for astrology, science, technology, engineering, art, astrology, and math. Which math and science I was pretty good at. I like math more. But anyway, the point this year with Jupiter in Gemini, it's about us allowing our large philosophical truths to be distilled, but make sure it's important that we don't distill them just for linear thought or for expediency. Part of the challenge of any Gem sign or any energy moving through Gemini is that it can be the ends justify the means. You can rationalize any goddamn thing. So it's important that we use this time period with Jupiter and the Venus star both in Gemini, along with the Sun and Moon joining on June 6th, as well as Mercury, that Humpty-Dumpty Rule, people, don't take anything apart. You can't put back together. And I'm in the final throes of putting the redesign of the website together. So send me some energy and be looking forward to that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Gemini does rule the hands. Fingers crossed uh, by next week. All right. I appreciate your support. And in the beginning, the word said, let there be light, and we got light. So let's speak into reality what we want and then let old Joe bring it to us. Take care.